It was July 2023. I've just received my results for the mid-year's examination, and it was absolutely trash. My friend got decent grades though, but for the amount of effort and time put in, she deserved better. But I know it was possible. It was possible to not have to go through so much turmoil for grades, and I wanted to show it. I was so determined, I even texted her that I would teach her after I've learned how to do it. Weeks and months went by, and nothing got done. My attention was split to friends who wanted to meet up, my family using me for child labor, and other commitments, which diverted my time and attention even more. Although I knew what to do, I've always put the work aside and agreed to meet up with the people I care about, thinking that it is caring for them, when in fact, doing the work, fulfilling my promises, would help them more. And the pain of not having anything to back up my big talk made me lose respect for myself, and I'm sure no one wanted to hear what I had to say anymore. I didn't deliver on my promise because I wasn't able to put in the focus and the time needed to do these things. So I decided that I would no longer split my attention until this was done. I burned bridges, forcing myself to only have work and gym left to do. So why am I telling you this? You will never get any work done if there are things that you deem important and exciting in your way. Let's say there are 4 categories of things you can do during the day. For the first category are like the fun stuff. Talking with friends, gaming, movies, watching K-dramas, etc. And the second category are seemingly productive things, if they were planned. But these are often unplanned. Unplanned chores, errands, educational content. And only when these things are removed will you be able to start doing your work. And that is because your brain hates boredom. So the moment you take away everything and there's nothing left to do, your brain will resort to doing work. You have to optimize your environment completely. For example, on your laptop or devices, you can install blockers. I personally use Unhook for YouTube and blog sites for basically anything else. And if you're that worried, you can just put the devices that will distract you outside. Heck, you can just pass it to your parents, siblings, to store it for you until you get your shit done. Another thing you can do is to set up your stuff properly before you start work. For example, having your water bottle, your stationery, foolscap paper, etc. Or perhaps have some partially done work on your table. For environment, you can't really go to extreme. The more you optimize your environment, the more you can focus and get work done quicker. So you actually can be carefree and present in the moment when you spend time with your family and friends. What you can go to extreme is burning bridges like I did. But instead of ostracizing yourself, just burn the bridge for comfort by having an accountability partner whom you send proof that you have done the work you have set out to do that day. And set a punishment that your partner will implement if you decide to lay in bed all day and not get the shit done. Also, this implies that you will need to schedule and let your partner know of your plans. Well, these things seem very difficult and tedious to implement. But good news, for this last method, you can do it immediately. Now imagine a very familiar scenario. You're sitting on the couch, lazing around, playing your favorite game on your phone, when you should actually be doing your calculus homework that was due probably a week ago. You get that sudden awareness that even though you don't have a time machine, you should probably get the work done as soon as possible. but the homework seems too overwhelming. A mentor of mine once said, in coding, you got to divide and conquer. So how do we apply this to our procrastination? While it's daunting to have to do 2 hours of calculus, I bet just turning the phone screen away from you is manageable. Then perhaps pressing the power button on your phone to turn it off. After that, just walk to your study desk and just sit down, and then just open the book to your questions. And now it's time to just do the work for 2 minutes. Yes, just 2 minutes. 2 minutes of attempting questions, and then you allow yourself to walk back to the couch and do whatever the hell you want. However, usually this isn't the case. When you start to do a bit of work, to get your foot in the door, you get some sort of momentum. And then you realize, hey, it isn't really as bad as it seemed. And you do questions for like 10 minutes to half an hour before you actually get tired again and go back to teabagging people in Fortnite. While it isn't the 2 hours that you have hoped for, it's clearly better than 0 minutes of work. Heck, even 2 minutes is better than 0 if the math is right. At least you tried to do the work. What this is trying to achieve is that it will be more habitual for you to sit at your study desk, and therefore you will naturally do more work. And that may just be the kickstart you need to get your shit done.